Welcome back. Death Metal's reign continues in Doom Metal Part 2, aka Justice League issue number 54. And we got the variant cover this time, basically homaging to JLA by Grant Morrison's first issue. And yeah, that it was pretty cool. And we're talking about the continuing saga of the Death Metal Doom Metal storyline, which okay, even though it is called Justice League, it might as well just be a Titan story because three, one half of the group is Titans, is former Titan members, and the other half are Justice League Dark, and only one member is a Justice Leaguer, and the other one is a supervillain. Yeah, that sounds about right. Like, why didn't they just call this Dark Knight's Death Metal Doom Metal instead of just tying it in with Justice League? Like, I get the feeling they're trying to reconnect everything, so maybe I could get that. But we get a sonic boom with Starfire and Cyborg. Victor? The boom tubes are taking us to the Hall of Justice, Starfire, not whatever the hell this is. My skin's all over the place. And this says, see Justice League Odyssey, issue 25. And yeah, there's a problem with that. The comic comes out a week after this one. So yeah, way to go. So you would have to know what had happened in issue 25 a week after the book came out. So yeah, this takes place after Justice League Odyssey 25. So yeah, we're starting to get some connectivity with the timeline again. And we encounter creatures like one of the three little pigs turned into a massive bulking creature of darkness, what looks to be Killer Croc, and a mutated shark slash tiger slash bear slash bird creature hybrid. One of them growling. And the pork, and the soon to be chopped pork liver is going to is saying oink, oink, oink. And Starfire points out the obvious. Not the welcome I hoped for. Is that Killer Croc? Where are we? Wait a minute. My scans show we're not that far from the Hall of Corey. And to the rescue, Dick Grayson and the Pseudo Justice League. Move! Richard? What the hell, Nightwing? Dr. Arkham, you... Oh yeah, here comes Lex Luthor. I'm surprised they haven't killed him yet. Dr. Arkham used the Wasteland's radiation to create twisted experiments based on the Batman's enemies. They must have escaped after his demise. What happened? Oh, I would love to know this. It's like, how else do you explain? Oh, by the way, the deal broke time. We don't know how to fix things. Dr. Manhattan tried to reboot the universe 3 times over. We blew up the source wall. We unleashed a god. You were trapped in your own book and way far away from the DC universe and what was going on over here. Oh, and I think Roy Harper's dead. Yeah, that sounds about right. No, Nightwing just says, long story. And Cyborg blasts the creature of sharks. This should take care of them in a non-lethal way. Detective Chimp says, what else is this hellhole going to unleash on us? Cyborg just says, I leave town for a minute and you got really... It's really let the world turn into a nightmare, huh? Good to see you too, Vic. And I was like, aw, Cyborg, you're an idiot. Like, you were battling Darkseid, I'll give you props to that. In fact, I'm curious to know how that wasn't explained. And meanwhile, Corey is contemplating not blasting Luthor in the face, explaining, can you explain why I'm not blasting Lex Luthor in the face right now? Well, murdering is wrong? Yeah, he doesn't really give a reason. Luthor just says, it was I who detected your boom tube arrival near the Hall of Justice. We're led to your rescue. Be thankful. Now that we're one big happy family, I suggest we stay on the move. Follow me. You're not going anywhere, Lex. I don't have a good answer for Starfire's question as to why you're with us. You helped us find our friends, but no matter your actions, I won't put us in jeopardy because of you. You're making a mistake, Nightwing. I mean, like, look at my face. It's turning black eye. If you wish to survive this world long enough to get through your Perpetuous throne before it moves again, you need me. Cyborg says, how about hell no? This is how you treat a teammate? Your last team was the Legion of Doom, and now they're trapped in a cosmic god's throne where their life energy is being drained. So Luthor will never be on the same team, not even a little bit. And Luthor just says, "You don't know what you're going into. You don't know this world like I do, Nightwing. I'd be like you were trapped in a prison, I think. I could be wrong about that, therefore I shouldn't know how long you've been trapped here. You somehow got decked in a new apocalyptic uniform, armed with no explanation, so... yeah, I don't know how this happened. Only I can get us to the Brimstone Bay safely to free the Legion of Doom. You will lead your friends to danger. I know exactly what I'm doing, Lex. By getting us away from you. I'm getting us away from danger." Oh, great. I wonder how that's gonna go. Meanwhile, everyone's being tortured at the tuning tower. Where while Mindhunter, aka the Batman who's Martian Manhunter, says, "You didn't tell them why you left, did you, John? Why you ventured into the battlefield all on your own? But I know. When the totality came crashing down not to your world, you convinced the Justice League to have faith in its potential for good. But then you saw its truth, the horror she would bring. You never told them until it was too late, and now you've let your guilt overcome your better judgment. So when you said someone like you want to know what they saw when they looked up at the totality, if they made the same choice as you. You and I were always alike, John. Both had our worlds tragically ripped away from us. As the Batman of my world, I stole DNA from my Martian Manhunter, the abilities of Superman, plus the invisibility and shapeshifting. But those are not our greatest weapon, are they? So, yeah, this is showing that for some reason that both that Mindhunter and Martian Manhunter are in this battling pose where Mindhunter is choking John, and yet they're kind of talking mentally, so it's like, so are they just frozen in the rain? Because that's probably going to put a damper on insurance. It's our minds, the telepathic connection we can create with people around us. You see the skill to connect the Justice League. Even now, in this hell, you can still feel them. You can still read their thoughts. And that is what I want. That connection will help the Darkest Knight, and I know what Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are up to, and then we can stop them. And I'm just wondering something. Who did... Okay, so maybe if they explain this, why is he calling him the Darkest Knight? Like, I get in the death metal he turned himself into the Darkest Knight, but the only one who knows that is the Robin King. How does everyone else know that? I'm greatly confused by that. So, okay, maybe if they went with the logic that Mindhunter got contacted by the Darkest Knight because of telepathic connection, okay, fine, I'll buy that. But that's not what they're saying. In fact, they just seem to say, oh, yeah, we know Batman Who Last was killed and was turned to the Darkest Knight somehow. Wait, how did we know that? In fact, shouldn't they have realized, wait, if he turned... Because by that logic, they should also know, I don't know, that Batmage is dead, the Red Devil's dead, the Alfred who lifts the weights, bro, is dead. So, and all the Robin Goblins besides Robin King are dead. So why haven't they thought, hey, you don't think that Darkest Knight guy that killed all our buddies at the castle, you don't think he's gonna try and kill us, right? Or like, he has the power of DC's most powerful non-powerful god until Perpetua boosts his power level and whatnot. But yeah, I am greatly confused by this connection. How he knows this and yet doesn't think, maybe trusting the guy who just killed our buddies at Castle Bat was probably not a good idea. Meanwhile, John Jones is frowning in his Martian form. I've trained myself to protect that connection, Mindhunter. I see that. Clever. But I am still Batman. Your mind will be mine. And John screams, much to Kendra's pain as she has a link with him. Yeah, I'm still trying to wonder. I know they kept saying they're dating, I think. Or they just have a much more special bond. I really don't get it still. Also, now that I think about it, last issue wasn't Detective Chip during at the battle of the Justice Doom War, so shouldn't he have known if they were dating or not? So Cyborg proclaims, "You okay, Hawk Girl? I can feel Martian Manhunter. He's in pain. Why the hell did he decide to go off on his own? I never lost hope, John. I could tell you were near. I could feel you too. Your anger was impossible to ignore. My anger? There is something I must do, Kendra. Go with Nightwing. Find Detective Chimp. I promise you we'll be together soon. I... I'll ask him when we save his ass." And Nightwing says, "Yeah, that might be difficult because there's a gigantic lot of Starros running around in Starro Valley." Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to make a very horrendous display. We just need a gigantic ocean, and then we'll make it. Then they'll succeed at that route. Also, considering how freaking massive this place is, how are they going to get from there to there? Like, even they say that the boom tube won't work. So, yeah. So Nightwing just says, "Because that's a whole lot of Starros." Starfire asks, "What about your boom tubes, Victor? Too risky. Whatever's up with this world is playing tricks on them." "I miss Jaro," Kendra says. "Who? You were gone for a long time, Vic." Yeah, I wonder how they would feel knowing what happened with Damien and how he kind of lost his mind after Alfred was killed. In fact, I don't even know if they know that Alfred's dead. And also, a whole bunch of other stuff that we probably should bring up in this long conversation along the way. So they make the stupidest idea. Even I knew this was going to be a stupid idea. They're going to walk to through the Valley of Sleeping Starros the Conquerors. So they're making their way through because they're all idiots for this one. And then boom, Starfire and I am here in the Batman Who Laughs land. So Azrael had a cult? That's just the tip of the iceberg. We went through some crazy insanity. Yeah, it was crazy. I didn't even know what time it was because our clocks were for some reason broken. Just be glad to be home, even if home has lost its damn mind. How about you? What happened to your team? Oh yeah, we don't want... He just says, "I don't want to talk about it." Jimp, I went to the stars, but you looked into the abyss, man. What else are we gonna do out here but talk to each other? Maybe you should worry more about keeping it down so you don't wake up the Starros, robot. Damn, okay, be that way. Sometimes we gotta talk about how wild this life really is. Goldie knows what I'm talking about. Ghost Sector for life, right? Praise hell. How can you be so positive around all of this, Vic? Sometimes all you can do is laugh, man. How dare you go against the Dio philosophy of nihilism? Starfire just says, "Victor is wise. I forgot you and Cyborg were close." Close? Yeah, we definitely are close. I mean, like, we're not romantic like you and I were. I think the continuity still doesn't explain anything. And then Starfire retcons the entire New 52 again by saying this line. "In the early days of being Teen Titans, you had already formed deep bonds with Donna, Roy, and Wally, and you had all other places to go to. Other homes." Nightwing says, "But you two lived in Titan's Tower, and our experience in the Ghost Sector was unique. It changed us." And then we get more of a cute moment between Starfire and Nightwing, which still makes me say, can we get them together again? "It appears you also went through some changes. You have a new scar, Richard." "Oh yeah, that. I got shot in the head by KGBs. Thus, Batman issue 55 is back." And Starfire, being the concerned friend and probable former love interest, and hopefully again in the future, gets naturally pissed. "Where is he?" "I'm okay. It's okay. I'm okay. And honestly, parts of my memory still feel like they're in pieces." I mean, like, you're about as put together as the DC continuity, so I'm pretty sure that's progress. "Like trying to explain a movie I saw a long time ago. That's why I volunteered for this mission. Maybe if I become the Nightwing everyone else remembers, I'll remember too. So much about our lives have changed since we last saw each other. After my own time in the Ghost Sector, I was hoping to come home and find family." And then this Starfire transforms into her New Teen Titans era version, where she happily proclaims, "I'm glad I did, Richard." Yeah, yeah, me too. I Is something wrong? Oh, she reverts back to her current outfit in Doom Metal. Nightwing then gets confused. For a second there, you looked. No, just my eyes playing tricks on me. Master Richard, you must wake up. What? Nightwing, what's up? You don't hear that? You're going to be okay, Master Richard. Who but you need to wake up! And Nightwing awakens! Master Richard, you're safe. Merely a fresh wound, but you definitely have a concussion. You're lucky the bullet missed. Master Bruce is taking KGBs to Blackgate at this very moment. You gave us all of a scare here. Alfred! And then we see them in their current rebirth outfits, and then in another part of the vision, they transform into the New 52. Oh my god, we broke time again. We're back in the New 52 of misery. No! It was just a dream? The world had completely changed, transformed by the Batman who laughs. Having a bullet bounce off your skull can give you weird dreams. And then we see Nightwing in his Batman days. No, it was a nightmare. This isn't right. Master Richard, you should rest, please. No. Bruce taught me how to separate dreams from reality. How did he know how to do that? And that world was real. This one. What are you talking about, Richard? Everything is fine. And we see Alfred, younger again, Barbara in a wheelchair, and Nightwing in his disco outfit. Yeah, I'm still confused by that time period. Batman will be back soon. You can talk to him, but that dream is over. You're here now, with us, with me. You're safe. Safe? Everything will go back to the way things used to be. And Nightwing transforms again into a much later one after he cuts his ponytail in his disco outfit. And Barbara Gordon's Batgirl again. And then he transforms into Robin. You're stick the way it used to be. You've been through enough. It's time you went back. And we find out that, yeah, Starro has infected all their minds, with all of them having different perspectives of reality. Victor's dad, who is alive in this continuity, so clearly, yeah. And Kendra is with John Jones. Starfire and her sister are making peace. Detective Champ is talking to a buddy of his. And all of them saying, "Come to me." And yeah. After Robin says this isn't real, come to me together. And Lex Luthor saves the day by pushing him out of the way from being eaten. Wake up, you fool! Lex, I said you would need me. This could have been avoided if you just followed my lead. You would have not known not to march through the Valley of Starro. Oh, yeah, I'm wondering if anyone thought that was a good idea. In fact, I'll just say it. The Justice League battled Starro in the old continuity and has been established by the Ultra timeline. That still kind of happened. In fact, doesn't Detective Chip and Kendra would have told them, "Hey, by the way, we have this miniature Starro person named Jarro. He can do pretty much the same abilities as Starro, so maybe we shouldn't cross this, but we have to be stupid for this issue because we're kind of dumbasses right now." There's a dark multiverse Batman controlled by Starro who took over his whole world. Now his army just sleeps until someone's stupid enough to offer themselves up as lunch. Okay, so, wait, Starro ate the whole world, and I'm trying to piece this together, but, so you're saying Batman is controlling the Starros, or Starro has Batman's mind, therefore it essentially is a Batman Starro? Oh, god damn it. It felt like the dream started to turn on me when I rejected it. And the fellow Titans and Leaguers and Dark Leaguers are now realizing that, oh wait, this is all dead. These are all, yeah, this isn't real. Then we must kill the Starros. No, we have to help Hawkgirl, Cyborg, and Starfire and Detective Chimp first. You are so like your failed mentor, unable to do what needs to be done. Yeah, like he tried to save the Joker and Harley Quinn, even though Harley Quinn reformed and everything for the most part. But seriously, we need to contemplate at this point that the legal system's fucked. I'd rather follow his example than yours. Yes, I will follow his example by not killing, letting more people die, or not letting the courts decide their fates. And Lex Luthor says after a blast nearly shoots Nightwing by the side where he got shot at, classy. Star might look like a giant starfish, but it's a conqueror and knows how to best to defend itself by controlling our team to kill us all. And we end the issue with Nightwing and Lex Luthor having to team up against a combined-controlled Starro version of Detective Chimp, Cyborg, Starfire, and Hawkgirl. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to end badly. In fact, those... Okay, well, granted, Lex Luthor... Wait, wasn't Luthor on the moon when they did the interaction with Lobo in the guidebook? Because that would mean Luthor has some degree of powers of how he's able to survive everything. That comes with a gigantic scar on his right side. But yeah, Lex Luthor and Nightwing must team up against this threat. That's of unfathomable proportions. In fact, I was hoping that the issue ended with Nightwing giving a quip saying, oh, don't worry, we've had these issues like 28 times already. We're kind of used to it at this point. So, yeah, that's the end of the issue, and once again, the continuity continues to play Ring Around the Rosie and rearrange the furniture when you realize, wait, so certain things had to have happened, like, so they established that now Cyborg and Starfire were members of the Teen Titans when it was the OG, so the new Teen Titans run happened, but more like in bits and pieces, because in the New 52, Tara was the Teen Titan with Tim Drake's team, and a whole complicated mess up. And she died nobly instead of being a villain psychopath. And then you also gotta think, wait, so then how come Raven and Beast Boy don't know each other? Because they were Teen Titans as well, and this would technically be the new Teen Titans, and they're not mentioned. So they're clearly not a couple, even though people want them to be a couple at times. Then Damian Wayne and Raven happened in the Justice League, in the animated universe movie set. But yeah, in the comics, he's too young for her. So yeah, we're breaking time again, but it does look like in the later Death Metal tie-ins, it does look like they're going to reunite the new Teen Titans OG team that we all grew up with. Well, without Donna Troy around. Well, Donna Troy's in the scene, is clearly going to be playing a role in it, but still. So, yeah, it does look like this part of the plan is to get the new Teen Titans era team back together again. So it's going to be a fun ride to get there. We'll have to wait till, like, what, November or December, I think. But let's hope it's well worth the wait. So, yeah, this issue was pretty good, even though the characters had to play stupid regarding the Starro Valley, because it should have been clearly obvious who Starro was. Heck, even reboot or not, they should know Starro. Oh, heck, Kendra, of all people, should know who Starro is, since Batman literally had adopted one. Yeah, I'm still confused by that. But, yeah, so the artwork is still pretty great. And, yeah, Martian Manhunter is still mind battling with the Batman who's Mindhunter. So, we'll see how issue 55 goes. As this still is part of the essential tie-in material that leads to the end. That leads to his epic endgame in the Death Metal series. So we'll have to see where that goes. So these were my thoughts on Justice League 54 Death Metal tie-in, aka Doom Metal Part 2. This was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate to do for more.